Students, in the previous video lecture, we have learned about work and energy, and in this video session, we will be learning about power. Let me consider a person A, and this person is able to dig a pit. This is a pit. This person is able to dig a pit of 10 meter in one day. And I name this person as A. This person is able to dig a pit of 10 meter in one day. One day in the sense like he take 24 hours to complete the task. This person is taking 24 hours to complete the task of digging a pit of 10 meter. And there is another person B, and he is also digging the pit of 10 meter, but he take only half a day, which is 12 hours to complete the task. Both people are doing the same task. Person A and person B both are doing the same task of digging a pit of 10 meter, but the time taken by two persons are different. First person is taking a time of 24 hours and second person is taking a time of 12 hours. Both have done the same work. But when you are comparing the work with respect to time, person A is taking more time than that of person B. So both are doing the same task but in different times. Hence, you need to compare work done by person A with respect to time and work done by person B with respect to time. So when you are comparing work done with respect to time, when we are comparing work done with respect to time, we define it as power. We define it as power. Power is equal to work done divided by time taken to complete the task. This is W divided by T, and unit of power is joule per second, or joule per second is also called watt. This is in SI system, and in CGS system it is erg per second. In CGS system, erg per second or joule per second, you will be considering joule per second as watt, that is in SI system. And highest unit of power is horsepower. 1 horsepower is equal to 746 watt. 1 horsepower is equal to 746 watt. This is commercial unit of power. This is commercial unit of power. So power is simply defined as time rate of change of work done, or the amount of work done in particular interval of time is defined as power. So when we are comparing work done by two different people or two different engines or two different machines with respect to time, we define it as power. And of course, when we are dealing with respect to time, we can define average power and as well as instantaneous power. Average power or instantaneous power can be like instantaneous power is the amount of work done in particular instant of time. Average power is the amount of work done by the object or by the body in particular interval of time. So we can define average power and as well as instantaneous power also. Average power. Average power is equal to total work done in total time interval. Average power P average is equal to work done is delta W divided by time interval is delta T. But how can you write work done? Work done W can be written as F into S into cos theta divided by time interval is delta T. If initial time is 0, if T initial is equal to 0, then P average can be simply written as F dot S divided by T into cos theta. So I can write P average is equal to F as it is, and S by T. S is displacement, T is time taken. Displacement by time is velocity V into cos theta. So therefore P average can be simply written as F bar dot product of V bar. Read as F bar dot V bar gives average power. This is equation for average power. Now let us write down instantaneous power. Instantaneous power is power or the amount of work done in particular instant of time. So P instantaneous power is equal to dW divided by dt. So very small amount of work done in very small interval of time. At particular instant of time, how much amount of work is being done, that is defined as instantaneous power. P instantaneous is equal to dW divided by dt. From this you can write dW is equal to P instantaneous into dt, and in order to find out net work done, you can write integration dW, because W is equal to integration dW, and this is integration P instantaneous dt. Limits are from T1 to T2. This is equation for instantaneous work done or instantaneous power. So work done with respect to time is defined as power, and power can be either instantaneous power or average power. Average power is F bar dot V bar. Instantaneous power is dW by dt. Students, let us solve one problem using the concept of power. So in the problem, it is mentioned a 1 kilowatt motor pumps 1 kilowatt motor pumps out water from a well 10 meter deep. Calculate the quantity of water pumped out per 1 second. So you have a well, and in this there is some water. This is water. Now here is motor, and this motor is pumping water through pipe, and this is of 10 meter height. The depth of water here is 10 meter. This motor pump water outward from a depth of 10 meter. You should now calculate how much amount of water is being pumped per 1 second. Right? Now what kind of energy is being used here? Potential energy is being used because water is being pumped out from a depth of 10 meter. So work done is equal to change in potential energy of water, because water is at a depth of 10 meter. What is this motor doing? Motor is bringing that water from depth of 10 meter to height h, like it is dragging or it is pulling the water in upward direction. So change in potential energy of the water gives you work done. I want to now calculate power. Power is equal to work done with respect to time. Work done is equal to change in potential energy with respect to time. Now therefore power can be simply written as potential energy is mgh divided by time taken t. Now power of water, this is equation number 1. We will use this equation 1 and we will solve this problem. And it is been given in the problem, power of motor. Power of motor is equal to 1 kilowatt. 1 kilowatt is equal to 1000 watt. This is power of motor. And H is given as 10 meter. You should now use this relation in 1. The power is given as from equation 1. 1000 watt is equal to m is mass divided by time taken into acceleration due to gravity into height h. In the problem, you are asked to find how much quantity of water is being pumped with respect to time. That means you should find out m by t. M divided by t is equal to 1000 watt divided by acceleration due to gravity is 10 meter per second square and height is 10 meter. 0, 0, 0, 0 gets cancelled. This is equal to 10 kg per second. So mass transferred with respect to time is 10 kg per second. This is the total quantity of water pumped by motor of 1 kilowatt power. So coming to the next question, one coolie is taking 1 minute to raise a box through a height of 2 meters. So a person, let me consider this as person A, and he is lifting this box to a height of 2 meters. This coolie is lifting the box to a height of 2 meters and time taken here is 1 minute. And another coolie, let me name him as B, and he is doing the same task. And this box is being lifted to a height of 2 meters in 30 seconds. So second person is doing the task in just 30 seconds, whereas first person is doing the task in 1 minute. Now you are supposed to find which one has greater power, whether person A or person B, who is having greater power. You need to calculate that. So in order to find out the power, let us calculate power here. Power is equal to work done by time. Work done is equal to mgh divided by time taken, because box is being lifted to a height 2 meters. Potential energy is gained in this case. As potential energy is being gained, work done is equal to mgh. Just I am substituting here. M is mass of the box, g is acceleration due to gravity, h is height is 2 meters. So power is inversely proportional to time taken. P is inversely proportional to t. Therefore time who is taking less time, that person has greater power. So as person B is doing the task in just 30 seconds, he has greater power than person A. So which one of the two has greater power? First question is completed. Which one uses greater energy? Now I want to find out which one uses greater energy. So we know that power is equal to energy divided by time taken. Now energy can be written as power into time taken. Energy is equal to power into time taken, and here power in both the cases is not same. Power is inversely proportional to time taken here. So as power is inversely proportional to time, person B is doing the task in just 30 seconds. He has greater power. That's the reason why person B utilizes more energy than person A to complete the task in 30 seconds. So this is how you can find out, you can compare power and as well as energy used when two or more people are doing work, when two or more objects are doing work. In such cases you can compare the power with respect to, like, energy with respect to time. Students, coming to the next question, this is a little bit different than that of previous two problems. The blades of a windmill sweep out circle of area A. Generally we have windmill and there will be blades of the windmill. This is one blade and this is another blade and this is the other blade. This is windmill, and this is fixed over here. These are the blades. So the blades of windmill is sweeping out area A. So these are totally sweeping area A, which is area of this circle, which is pi r square. Now in the question A, what you are supposed to find: if the wind flows at a velocity v perpendicular to the circle, what is the mass of the air passing through in time t? So in time t, how much amount of air is passing? That is what you are supposed to find. Now let us calculate first question. Now here, whenever the blade is revolving in this circular path, there will be some amount of volume of air crossing through this blade. So therefore volume of wind flowing per second is equal to area of cross section into velocity v. Volume of the wind flowing is equal to area of cross section into velocity v, and mass of wind flowing per second is equal to area of cross section into velocity v into density rho, because mass is equal to density into volume, right? So just I have multiplied. Here we have got volume, which is A into V, where V is velocity. Remember, this V is not volume. Here V is equal to velocity of the blades or velocity of the wind. Now mass, in order to find out mass, you should just multiply it with density. So this is volume per unit time and this is density. Volume into density gives you mass of the wind flowing per second. Now I want to find out mass of, in question what you are supposed to find. If wind is flowing with velocity v perpendicular to the circle, what is the mass of the air passing through in time t? Mass of air passing in time t is A into V into rho into time taken t. Right? This is the value In the above equation, mass per unit second, mass per unit time we have calculated. Just bringing the time to the other side, you will be getting A V rho into time taken. So mass m is equal to A V rho into T. This is the total amount of mass of the wind flowing through. That's number 1. Now let us go for second question. What you are supposed to find? What is the kinetic energy of the air? You want to find out kinetic energy of the air. Kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. Mass is already been calculated. Just substitute that mass here. A v rho into T, and velocity is also been given. Velocity is v. Velocity of the wind is taken as v. In the question itself, it is been given. So just multiply this v here. It is half A v cube rho into time taken T. This is equation for kinetic energy. That's number 2. Next, what you are supposed to find in the third part, what you are supposed to find? You are supposed to find, assume the windmill converts 25% of wind's energy into electrical energy. Area of cross section is given, velocity is given, density is given. What is the electric power produced? So windmill is converting how much percentage of energy? 25% of wind energy into electrical energy. So 25% of wind energy is converted into electrical energy. Now you want to find out electrical power produced. So what is electric power? Electric power is equal to electrical energy divided by time taken. So I want to now find out electric power. So electric power P is equal to electrical energy. Out of total energy, how much energy is utilized? Only 25% of energy is being utilized in the form of electrical energy. So electrical energy is 25 divided by 100 into wind energy. What is wind energy written? Wind energy is half. Wind energy is kinetic energy of the wind. That is half A V cube rho. And time it is, however, coming to the denominator, that gives you power P. Time in numerator and denominator gets cancelled. That is T by T. This and this gets cancelled. That gives you power. So P is equal to 25 by 100 into half. Area of cross section is already given. Area of cross section, how much it is? 30 meters square. 30 into velocity, it is given as 30 kilometer per hour. That is 30 into 5 by 18 meter per second whole cube into density of the air. It is 1.2 kg per meter cube. If you multiply this total, you will be getting power of like electrical power. How much amount of electrical power is being produced? Calculate this total. If you calculate this total, approximately nearest answer you need to get it as 4.5 kilowatt.